Christmas. The word itself feels warm, but have you ever stopped to wonder why we celebrate it the way we do? Why the trees, the stockings, the old man in red? The answers are far richer than you think. Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome to White Eagle. Today, we look at the real story of Christmas. It is a story of many years. It tells about faith and fun. Every tradition has a memory. It has history. Before churches and Christmas trees, there was winter. The north got very cold. The sun left early. Days were short. Nights were long. Old people in Europe were afraid. They also had faith. Around December 21st, the sun seemed to stop. This was the winter solstice. It was the darkest day. But it was also a day of hope. The sun would soon come back. Northern people celebrated for 12 days. They called it Yule. It was a festival of fire and food. They burned a big Yule log. It showed life. It showed the sun would return. They brought in green trees, pine and holly. These showed life that never dies. Green in the white snow, life in death. They believed light would come again. When you see a Christmas tree, remember it is a torch of hope. It began thousands of years ago in the cold north. 2,000 years ago, a new story began in Bethlehem. A young woman, Mary, and her husband, Joseph, came to the town. It was a cold night. They found no room. They stayed in a stable. A child was born there. His name was Jesus. This story is called the Nativity. It is very important for Christians. Angels told of peace. Shepherds came to see. Wise men followed a star. They brought gifts: gold, frankincense, myrrh. These gifts were for a king. The star and the joy became symbols of hope. The Bible does not say when Jesus was born. There is no date, no mention of December. Early Christians did not celebrate birthdays. Faith was more important. So, why do we celebrate on December 25th? We look to Rome. Rome had many gods. Before Jesus, Romans celebrated in December. Saturnalia was a week of feasts and gifts. Sol Invictus was the birthday of the unconquered sun. It was on December 25th. This was when light started to grow again after the darkest day. People lit candles. They sang songs. They celebrated the sun's return. When Christianity came to Rome, the church did something smart. It did not stop these old customs. It gave them new meaning. The old celebration of the sun became the celebration of the sun. Not the sun in the sky, but the Son of God. December 25th became the day to honor Jesus' birth. It was a bridge between old and new. Every candle now lit in the dark was for the sun in the sky and for the light in the soul. After Jesus' birth, the faith grew. Christmas came to many hearts. But over time, Christmas got two faces. Inside churches, there was quiet prayer. Outside, there was music and laughter. This was in Europe around the year 1000. It was called the Middle Ages. People rested in winter. They celebrated Christ's birth. They also celebrated staying alive. Churches held masses. Hymns were sung. It was beautiful and holy. But outside, a different Christmas happened. People dressed up. They played music. They sang songs not in Latin. They danced in the snow. They shared food and drink. Poor people went door to door. They sang for gifts. Bread, drink, or money. Sometimes they played tricks if they got nothing. People even chose a Lord of Misrule. This person led games and fun for 12 days. One writer said, "Every house is filled with joy." Christmas was sacred and wild. Heaven met earth. Angels sang in church, and laughter came from the village. But not everyone liked this. Some leaders said too much fun was a sin. They wanted Christmas to be only about God. In the 1500s, a new time came. It was called the Reformation. Many Christians wanted to change the church. They wanted to go back to simple faith. They thought Christmas was too much like old pagan parties. In the 1600s, in England, Puritans got power. They believed Christmas was wrong. It was a Catholic idea. It had bad old customs. In 1647, they made Christmas illegal. Shops had to stay open. Churches had to close. Soldiers took food and decorations. People were shocked. No carols. No parties. no bells. But people did not forget. Families lit candles in secret. They sang quiet songs. They hoped Christmas would come back. In 1660, Christmas returned. It was louder, brighter, as if the world had waited. But the ban left a mark. In America, Puritans also made Christmas illegal. In Boston in 1659, if you celebrated, you paid a fine. But hearts are strong and hopeful. People sang again, quietly at first, then with more courage. You can stop a party. You can silence a song. But you cannot stop the wish for light in winter. The Puritans' rules slowly went away. In the 1800s, Europe wanted a softer Christmas. People wanted peace, not wild parties. The world was changing. Cities were big. Many people were poor. Families were apart. People dreamed of home, of warmth, of peace. Then a writer came. His name was Charles Dickens. In 1843, he wrote a book, A Christmas Carol. It was about a mean man, Ebenezer Scrooge. He hated Christmas. He only liked money. But one night, 3 ghosts visited him. By morning, his heart changed. He said, "I will honor Christmas in my heart." This idea became the spirit of a new Christmas. Dickens taught that Christmas is about kindness, about helping others, not just about food or money. Queen Victoria and her husband, Prince Albert, also helped shape Christmas. Albert was from Germany. He brought the Christmas tree. In 1848, a picture showed the royal family with their tree. Candles glowed. Gifts were under it. Everyone in Britain loved it. Soon, every home wanted a tree. Every child wanted gifts. Christmas became a time for family, a time for giving, a time to believe in kindness. Through a writer and a queen, Christmas became a celebration of the heart. He wears a red suit. He has a white beard. He laughs loudly. He flies with reindeer. He brings gifts. Who is Santa Claus? His story starts in Turkey. Long ago, a man lived there. His name was Nicholas of Myra. He was a kind bishop. He gave to the poor in secret. One story says he threw gold into a poor man's window. The gold fell into stockings. This may be why we hang stockings. After he died, he became Saint Nicholas. People built churches for him. Sailors prayed to him. Children loved him. His day was December 6th. It was a day for gifts and sweets. His story went north. In Holland, he became Santa Claus. He was a tall man in a bishop's robe. He rode a white horse on rooftops. He had a book of names. Good children, naughty children. Children left shoes. They hoped for sweets. Dutch people brought Santa Claus to America. There, his name changed to Santa Claus. America gave Santa a new look. In 1823, Clement Clark Moore wrote a poem. It was for his children. A visit from Saint Nicholas. It made Santa a jolly, round man. He came in a sleigh with 8 small reindeer. This is the Santa we know. Later, an artist named Thomas Nast drew Santa. He gave him the red suit, the long beard, and a home at the North Pole. Santa became a symbol of giving, a legend, a miracle. And by the 1900s, he was everywhere. In songs, in shops, in dreams. Santa is not just one man. He is the spirit of giving, the joy of giving without wanting anything back. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. By the early 1900s, Christmas was a time of home, kindness, and joy. But new things came. Christmas found its voice through music, through movies, through ads. This voice went all around the world. Radio brought Christmas songs to homes. Songs about family, peace, and love. In 1942, Irving Berlin wrote a song, White Christmas. Bing Crosby sang it. It touched soldiers far from home in the war. It reminded them of family, of warmth. It became a very popular song. It became the sound of hope. After the war, movies helped. In 1946, a film came out. It's a Wonderful Life. It showed a man, George Bailey. He thought his life was not important, but an angel showed him how much he touched others. The movie said small acts of kindness change the world. Watching it became a Christmas tradition. It was a reminder of goodness. Shops also saw this. Christmas spirit could be shared with gifts. Ads glowed with red and gold. Shops played carols. Santa became the face of giving. By the mid-1900s, Santa was everywhere. In ads, in parades. The colors of Christmas became a global sign of joy. Some said it was too much about buying, but others saw a deep meaning. Songs, stories, and sparkle were new ways to show love. Then TV came. Families watched glowing screens. Special shows came every December. Animated stories, songs, miracles. In 1962, Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol was the first. Then Rudolph, Frosty, Grinch. They all shared the same message. Kindness, courage, belief. In 1965, a simple cartoon aired. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie asked, "What is Christmas really about?" His friend Linus read from the Bible. "For unto you is born this day a Savior, which is Christ the Lord." It was quiet. It touched hearts. A cartoon spoke about faith. It showed the simple peace behind the noise. This moment became famous. In 1968, Christmas went to space. On Christmas Eve, Apollo 8 astronauts flew around the moon. They looked at Earth. They read from the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. These words went across the world. It reminded people how small we are, how we are all connected. Years passed. Screens got smaller. TV to computers. Computers to phones. Christmas changed again. The 21st century brought online shopping. Digital cards. You can send a gift with one click. Families video called across oceans. Some said it made Christmas less real. But maybe it showed that love can connect us, no matter the distance. From church bells to radio. From TV to space. From snow to screens. Christmas always changes its form, but its soul stays the same. No matter how we send love, the message is always peace on earth, goodwill to all. Christmas has had many faces. It was sacred. It was fun. It was banned. It came back. It crossed lands. It crossed space. From old fires to city lights. From a stable to our warm homes. Its story changes, but its soul does not. Christmas is about light. The light of kindness. The light of forgiveness. The light we share when we help each other. Every candle, every song, every gift, they show one truth. Love can warm the world. In our busy lives, Christmas whispers. Slow down. Look. Be kind. Christmas is not just one day. It is a feeling, a spark that stays. If you feel warmth in your heart, you are part of this story. This is what Christmas means. Merry Christmas, and to all a good night. If this journey through Christmas history illuminated your spirit, hit that like button, share your favorite Christmas memory in the comments below, and subscribe to White Eagle for more captivating stories that uncover the magic behind our world's traditions. Let's keep the light of discovery burning all year long.